Do irises grow in shade or do they only grow better in direct sunlight? Let's look at the perfect growing conditions for these plants. Do irises grow in shade? The iris is a genus of perennial flowering plants in the family Iridaceae. Iris species are commonly grown as ornamental garden plants. They may flower in the spring, summer, and autumn. They can be found in many different colors, shapes, sizes, and forms. The flowers are produced in a wide variety of colors, including blue, violet, yellow, red, white, purple, and mauve. Irises have been cultivated since ancient times for their unique appearance. They are also used to make jewelry, pottery, and glassware. The word iris comes from ancient Greek mythology, where Iris was a god linked to rainbows. It is an ancient name for the flower that represents the rainbow. The iris flower is divided into 3 sections: the 3 low petals, the 2 upper petals which are called sepals, and the central part called the pistil. This pistil produces a stamen, which is the male part of the flower, and the stigma is the female part. When the flower is closed, the 2 upper petals look like a V shape. Iris is an easy-to-grow perennial plant that is generally tolerant of both wet and dry conditions. Some irises can grow in full or partial sunlight, while others prefer partial shade and can be found in both natural habitats and gardens. This is a popular garden plant due to its long blooming period, attractive foliage, and large, showy flowers. Do irises grow in shade, and other key tips? 1. Well-drained soil. Irises need well-drained fertile soil that releases the water fast but remains moist at the same time. The soil needs to be slightly acidic, with a pH of 6.0 to 6.5. The pH should not be too low or too high. Irises prefer a neutral to slightly acidic pH. 2. A partially sunny area. Some irises like full sun exposure for the best growth, but many thrive in partial sunlight too. If you have a large window with natural light, place your irises in the window during the day and away from direct sunlight at night. 3. Regular watering. Watering your irises can be done by using either a soaker hose or by placing the plants in a large bucket filled with water. 4. Fertilizer. You can use a garden fertilizer, or you can add compost tea to the soil. Compost tea is made by adding compost to water and letting it sit for several days before you use it on your plants. If you do decide to fertilize, remember that the fertilizer needs to be applied at least 1 week before the flowers begin to open. Also, earthworms bring subsoil up. You can place it around the wild irises in the garden and you will have a big flush of flowers. 5. Drainage holes in a pot. Make sure there are drainage holes in the bottom of the pot. This is in fact a rule for any plant in a pot. Also, placing a bit of gravel or pumice in the bottom of a pot helps improve aeration, drainage, and plant health. These drainage holes will help the plants not drown in their water. Be sure to keep the soil moist but not soggy. Water is needed to keep the soil moist. 6. Proper air circulation. Air circulation is critical for proper water and nutrient absorption and distribution throughout the plant. If air circulation is not adequate, it may cause the leaves to turn yellow or brown, the stems to become brittle, and the roots to rot. You can add a fan to the pot to help circulate the air if your house has poor air circulation and high humidity. Most of the time, an iris does not need much care at all, just partial sunlight and a proper environment. If you liked this video, don't forget to like and subscribe.